All right, welcome to DC News Now, the news at noon. Welcome, Haley. Welcome, Damon.
Thank you
Hello.
very much. Happy to be here.
Yeah, so it's a Tuesday. We got a lot to talk about. We are cold, Damon, for starters. I don't know if we could take a live look.
I didn't mean to give you that look. I'm sorry.
I'm used to it at this point because
Can
everybody's.
we see how cold it is outside? Can we take a live look out, Sam? Yes. Okay, well, I guess you can't tell by just looking, but you can kind of see that camera shaking just a bit. It looks
You got
like
the steam
clear.
rising off the buildings, so you
Oh,
can
so
see a
you
little
can
hint of the
see
cold,
that.
I guess,
Okay.
if you look at that.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's just blue to me. You know, you see that blue hue, so it just gives winter, you know? And cold. I know wind chills are crazy today, too.
Yeah.
Look, on a scale of 1 to 10, when you guys walked out to maybe get in your car, or just your first interaction outdoors, how much did you have to brace yourself?
Oh, gosh.
You know, I think the first, so Shanika and I were both on Sunrise on the Hill. So leaving the house at 3:30, I want to say, I walked out and the adrenaline, you're like, oh, I'm going to go do my story. Didn't bother me until I got to work. And then I was like, oh, we're going to be doing this all day.
The mental
And
side of
then,
it, yeah.
Damon,
yeah.
it hurt.
Yep.
It hurt my bones.
Yep. It was that kind of cold, and it's the brutal, brutal cold that we are going to be kind of stuck with, unfortunately, throughout the day today. Now, this blast of cold air is not going to last too long, but still, it's been around more than enough already, and we have a little bit more to go. And last night, again, that was when this latest burst settled in. Now, we saw temperatures dipping down at their lowest point, mostly in the teens. DC only fell down to about 20. Out toward the mountains, it was in the single digits. Now, that in and of itself is cold enough, but you couple that with, yes, we did have some occasionally gusty winds up to about 20 miles an hour. That was pushing that wind chill down into the single digits, and there were several reports west of I-81 where that wind chill fell down to 10, even 20 below zero across the higher terrain of western Maryland and West Virginia. It hit another level out to the west, and basically we're still seeing that spread. It's downright cold everywhere, but the wind chill right now is at 19 in the district, just 8 in Hagerstown, and then as you head out to the west, yeah, it's still feeling like it's in the single digits, even just around zero. So cold weather alerts, both extreme cold warnings and cold weather advisories, they remain for another hour out across some of our mountain counties there. The rest of us, those wind chills not quite low enough for any sort of alert, but it's still downright cold, so bundle up the best you can. Temperatures today will just barely scrape back to around 30 degrees in the district. Everywhere else, it likely stays in the 20s. Now, we do see a lot of sunshine. Yes, that wind, it will be letting up, but it's only going to do so much to take the edge off, so the cold, it is certainly here to stay for now. But we are going to see a brief warm-up as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, so we'll talk about that. And then, of course, the big one, as we head toward the weekend, what is the latest with that potential snowstorm that's coming toward the DMV? We'll have all those updates for you coming up here in just a little bit. So a lot going on. It's not even just the cold on our doorstep there, Haley and Shanika.
All right, we got to check in with you because I think some shovels need to be purchased or found, or we got to rummage through the garage here because they're going to be necessary. Damon, we'll talk to you in a couple minutes about all that action out there. All right, Shanika, let's get it started here in the district with our headlines. An ongoing problem with rats. We've been reporting on this extensively. In a recent study, they ranked the nation's capital as the top U.S. city with a growing rat problem, which is raising concerns about public health here in the district. They're not just icky, unfortunate little roommates. They are a true health threat, and there are sanitation concerns. And a lot of question and controversy over how the city should respond here. A new bill was introduced to curb the rodent problem through data tracking and public transparency. Now, one group is taking matters into their own hands by adding trained dogs to reduce the problem. Here, take a listen.
I think it's the best form of euthanization because they kill them quickly. You shake them, break their neck, and get them done, drop them, and go and get the next one. Versus put down poison, poisoning the animals, poisoning other animals.
All I can say is those dogs are the heroes of the district. I think we need to throw a parade in their honor because they are doing the work that so many people here desperately want to see get done. Interesting take here, though, Shanika, to go this route with the dogs. I am curious about contaminating pets, infecting pets, maybe.
Yeah. Producer Raven just mentioned, I think it's a bit much to have animals. I think she's right. Like having an animal sniff out what could potentially be harmful for the animal. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. However,
those are some good boys and girls, though.
They are. Dogs are very smart animals. Their senses are very high and sensitive, so they can sniff out things, and we can target those areas with their help. Excuse me. We need dogs, and we need their help. So it's just looking at the video, and they're just on it too. I mean,
I'm kind of cringing. These gentlemen as well. They're very brave.
Yes, very brave, because I couldn't be anywhere near that.
Pass.
Oh, yeah, but it is a problem that we need to address. It's been a ongoing thing.
Yeah, and one more thing before we move on to the next story. You can call 311 in the district if you have a rat problem that you're aware of, if they're near your home, or and they will identify that spot and treat the problem. I don't know if they'll eliminate it entirely, but 311, free to call.
Yes. All right. Thank you for that, Haley. Moving along to the Banfield trial that continues today in Virginia. Brendan Banfield is on trial for killing his wife, Christine, and Joseph Ryan. Now, this week, the defense is expected to center around the online chat accounts, focusing on who had Christine's laptop and phone, and who sent those messages, and who lured Ryan to the home, and whether it could have been Christine herself. So last week, Banfield's au pair, Juliana Perez Magalhães, was on trial testifying against Brendan and her alleged former lover in exchange for a plea deal for time served. So we will have so much more on this. There's so many layers to uncover. We will have more coming up at 4 on our news, DC News Now, so you can catch that. 4, also 5, I do believe. Moving along to a sewage overflow. So, Haley, DC Water is investigating a sanitary sewer overflow that's impacting traffic. And traffic really was impacted all morning long, even when I was working this morning on Sunrise on the Hill. Officials said the damaged pipe is near the Claire Barton Parkway, east of the Capitol Beltway Exchange. And before midnight on Monday, the water was seen spewing out of the Potomac in the C&O Canal, and that's the National Historic Park. Now, crews and contractors, they're working to mitigate the flow and to keep it contained as much as possible. And I'm pretty sure that area is first of all, we know a lot of cars go through that area, lots of biking, walking, maybe some pedestrians there. And I'm pretty sure that was unbearable today, and probably still is. Yeah,
definitely. So we'll keep an eye on that situation as another sanitation concern there, Shanika. We just can't beat it here. All right. A staffer for former council member Kenyon McDuffie is expected to take the seat that he is vacating for his run for mayor. She's replacing her old boss. Council Chairman Phil Mendelson announced that he is nominating Donnie Crawford for the open at-large seat. Now, Crawford served various positions in McDuffie's office, including committee director, legislative director, and policy advisor. The role is temporary. A special election for the seat will be held, but Crawford told us she wouldn't comment on plans to actually run for the seat beyond the term of the appointment. The council will vote on her appointment to the position today.
Now, Haley, is that typical when somebody, because I've heard that before, when you leave office, someone, your staff, is that typical? I know you follow.
So the appointments, yes, that's statute, right? So appointing someone to a vacant seat, and that's really so that you can move the ball forward in terms of legislating. But in terms of her being mum about whether or not she plans to run for the seat for a full term, yes. I think maybe she's I won't speak about her. Sometimes you want to dip your toe into the water, see how you're received, see what the climate is like for an election, and be strategic about any announcements. So, we'll see what happens there.